Do you know what episode it is?
I have no idea, bro.
Man, I forgot. Been a while since we had a conversation about, this kind of stuff. Because, we've been on such a grind with the sports and all that. But it's fun, though. It's good to come back and, tell people how the world works, regardless of how we feel now.
Man, you weren't trying to do anything yesterday.
Oh, because it was freaking raining. I was up on the couch, sleep, and, y'all want to make fun of me for it.
I was locked in. I wasn't making fun of you.
You probably didn't want to go halfway.
I really did.
But hey, someone got to put the other guy in the be like, hey, we're going.
Exactly.
So, but I'm glad we did. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's all good. But listen, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Burchalations podcast. We are your hosts, the Burch Bros here, and it's very good to have y'all back. So we got a few things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Just a few things that are going on out here in the streets. And we actually have a new guest on here. This is one of our fresh guests. She's been wanting to come on here for quite some time. Watches our episodes. She tried to prepare the best way she can. Oh, yeah. But I'm here to tell you, there's nothing that can prepare you for something like this. All right? We come at you hard. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You know what? How about we just get into it, all right? Tell us your name, where you're from, marital status.
Oh, okay.
Body count. All that good stuff, man. Go. Just tell us about yourself, yeah.
Well, I'm Denasia. I'm from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'm not married. I'm not in a relationship or anything. And my body count's 6.
We were just
kidding. Girls usually don't tell their body counts, but
you can cut it out, but I don't really care.
Nah, that's cool. 6 is not bad. Right? Right?
It's pretty realistic.
It's very realistic. How old are you?
18.
Okay. Yeah. Very realistic, man. Yeah. So first off, it's very good to have you here. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we can finally do this. And yeah. But I guess we should. You want me to kick it off first?
Yeah.
Go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, sweet. So, are you originally from
Murfreesboro?
Yeah.
So I was born in Morganton, North Carolina, and then at a very young age, I was brought here.
So you grew up here, pretty much. All right, sweet. So I want to hit you off with a little icebreaker. Okay. Kind of want to kick it off to you easy, all right? So since you're, I guess, not born here in Tennessee, but you lived here for a while, based on your experience, what city here in Tennessee has the worst quality of guys? You know what I mean?
That's a hard one. I feel like really anywhere you look, there's going to be guys that are always going to be the same. But I want to say probably down south. Like Lawrenceburg, Columbia, Winchester, Manchester, because it's such a small area, so all the guys are going to act the same. It's impossible.
Okay, I think we're gonna. I think we got a small town hater over here, man. I don't think she likes small towns. I think be more in the bigger sense where you have a little bit broader choices, I guess, instead of where you have to deal with what you got. Which
I feel like if you look in bigger places, you'll find better things.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Bigger places, better things, you know what I'm saying?
Tell that to Miami.
Yeah, bro. Or Texas.
Okay, yeah, except for those. I feel like it really just depends on the state.
Yeah, because in Miami, you'd be cooked.
Yeah.
Diamond in the rough over there.
Especially if you're trying to get married, man, they're going to laugh at you, bro.
Man, you better go over to freaking, Montana with that crap or something.
Wyoming,
Maine.
Heck.
Utah. Connecticut, Utah.
Maine.
You need to go way up there. You need to go up north.
Oregon.
Yeah. Those places. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to Cali either. I've never been to Cali, but just from what I've been seeing, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I would never. I don't even want to go there and visit. It looks so bad.
I'd go visit. Malibu and stuff like that. I need to be top tier, a top tier life.
Yeah.
Can't be a part of those brokies out there in Cali. Crack babies.
Oh.
Yeah. So what? I want to track it back for a second, right?
No.
We were talking about. because we were talking about small town guys,
Yeah.
right? And how they all act the same.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I think it used to be a good thing to kind of choose the guys based on where you lived at.
Yeah.
And you couldn't like go any further than that in a sense. But now with social media, you can holler at guys from other states, other countries, and it's hurt the average man because now it's like how am I going to compete with freaking Abdul Muhammad from the Middle East? I'm just freaking Kevin from Lebanon, Tennessee, man. I can't compete with that. Yeah. This guy got so much money, he's giving her the world pretty much. And all I could give her is a freaking Hot Pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Hot Pockets.
Yeah. But you understand, right? Like the competition has expanded, and the average guy cannot compete with it now because all the girls want that, like these top guys, because social media is showing them a certain lifestyle and all this crap, and it's leaving those guys cooked. So, what are your thoughts on that?
See, I don't, with the whole like dating online thing, I don't necessarily see a point to that. Maybe like if you narrow down your search to like 5 miles away, 10 miles away, then okay, maybe acceptable. But I feel like meeting people like naturally like in your area or like in the real world, like without a screen in between y'all is like the way to go.
Yeah, because even with the dating apps like Tinder, especially if you pay for it, you get to do like a little passport settings and stuff like that. Don't ask how I know that, guys. But you get the illusion of like you have options and it makes you act a certain way to the options that you already have. Like, I don't need this guy. There's something better out there. Yeah. So you're not going to necessarily commit right away, which could be, honestly, it could hurt you in the long run for both men and women. So, I think that's something pretty interesting that I've noticed too. So, a lot of girls think they have options, and we were talking about this earlier. You think guys that get options, they act like they've never been there before. Which, I mean, honestly, in most cases they haven't.
No,
because most guys, it's kind of hard to, be a pimp, be pimping out here for real.
Yeah. Most guys, they ain't pimping out here.
And most girls that look at a guy and they when the girl's talking to a guy and they find out that they are talking to another girl or multiple girls at the same time, those girls, like that girl's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna back off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously, she don't see that guy.
See, I feel like that's pretty
has a certain value in a sense, but with the right guy, she don't mind. She may not mind sharing another dude.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I feel like that's pretty valid because in that sense, like.
It's because every girl wants to be number one.
Yeah.
To a winner, basically.
That too, but like the whole backing off thing is pretty valid as well because, I mean, you don't want to share. Who does want to share?
Well, men definitely don't want to share.
That's absolutely horrendous.
I can speak for all men.
That's absolutely
we don't
horrendous.
Share different girls.
I'll break my neck before that happens. Before I share a woman, I'm breaking my neck.
Yeah, that's not going at all. And
I'll cheat first.
Facts. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Now, but going back to what you said, like about girls being number one and stuff like that, is so true. Like girls want to be top. They want to be on the top. They want it all. They want everything. When in reality, like we cannot satisfy these chicks. We cannot satisfy girls. It can never happen. We can never make a woman happy the way that she wants to be happy. Yeah, that's all I always say. So, trying to impress the girl will always leave the guy cooked to a degree because I think we've all of us guys have been taught that we have to impress the girl. We have to go into the date to try and get them to like us when it should be flipped around.
We should go on the date to see if we like them.
Yeah. And guys should they should be learning how to be attractive to girls instead of trying to be liked.
Yep.
All the time, because then that just gets you in the friend zone. Real.
Either that, or if you're in a relationship, then you're just a placeholder at that point.
Yeah, 100%.
And being a placeholder is an absolute waste of time.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm surprised you ain't cheat right there. Like man, when you realize that you're a placeholder, you should cheat right there.
Yeah.
And I don't even advocate for it.
It's coming to a point where I'm gonna start advocating for it sometimes. So listen, guys, we need to cheat. Treat. Doing that on the streets would be insane.
That would be absolutely
It'd
insane.
be crazy. Oh man,
The guys are gonna be looking at us crazy, but then guess what? They're gonna turn their heads and be like,
off the camera is like, heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah, brother. But but girls want to be number one. That's for a fact. They don't want to be the second option. You hear all the time. They don't want to be a second option. They ain't going for that, right? But guys,
a girl can't feel validated being a side piece.
Yeah, no. But guys, we want to be number two. Now, what do I mean by that? Like,
most guys, yes.
We want to be a side piece. Okay.
Yeah.
Girls don't like being side pieces. It works better as a guy if we're the side piece because in a relationship, it's inevitable that things are going to happen. Mm-hmm. Things are going to go down. Things are going to get boring. The guy's not going to act right, and when the guy doesn't act right, that's when the second guy comes in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When the stars ain't doing too well, that's when the sixth man comes in to save the day. All right. Now, from personal experience, right? You know, whenever I'm talking to a girl, she says she's in a relationship and all that stuff. You know, usually they're expecting the natural thing to do is to back off. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But whenever I reply with something that's like, "Oh man, don't let that stop you from being happy," or blah blah blah, or all that stuff, or I'll be like, "Well, yeah, but you're not married, right? Like that's the goal. Like is a ring on your finger? Then that means it's fair game, pretty much, right?" And even in marriage, you may not even be safe then.
No,
nowadays. So, you know, until that ring's on your finger, man, I think, you know, it's every man for himself, honestly. And a lot of girls will fold after. I mean, because, you know, you wait till the crack is in the armor. You wait till they're in the right emotional state. You know what I'm saying? Ovulating and all that crap, right? Girls, you know, there's a lot of things with girls. I heard that girls aren't really, you know, their emotions change all the time throughout the month, and you don't really have only like a few days to where you're actually okay.
And yet they still want to be the decision makers a lot of the times. That's fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna be so honest. As a girl myself, I can say this: we are the most indecisive species out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the realest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and it's like you really expect them to be honest too.
That's another thing I
don't
see from
expect girls to be honest.
Y'all's point of view too. Is like it's so hard to know what we want.
Yeah, because y'all don't even know what y'all want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like it's like, man, we being put through a struggle when we really don't have to. Mm-hmm. When I can say, hey, listen, sit down, think about what you want, and then let me know, and that way we can work towards it. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not trying to figure this shit out because that's a no.
Yeah, and even if they figure out what they want, it's going to change.
Yeah, because I say this about women. Their feelings are bond. Because you know how we say as men, our word is bond.
Word is bond, baby.
Yeah, but for women on the other hand, their feelings are bond. Because because for most women, if they ain't got their feelings, they ain't got nothing. Yeah, because just like us with our word, if we don't have our word, we ain't got really nothing as a man.
Mm-hmm. A woman's loyalty lies in her feelings, her friend groups, her job, before their man. Honestly. And I think that honestly needs to change. But I always say this: like, women are not liars because they'll tell you the truth through their actions, their behavior, and their choices.
Yep,
never with their words. A girl can be crying in my face, bawling her eyes out, and still be lying. Mm-hmm. It's insane.
Yeah, man. That's why you gotta do that homework, man.
Gotta do that homework.
Hey,
baby.
I don't know. I've been lied to multiple times by some guys.
Well, that's because their word is a bond.
Yeah, but their word is a bond, man.
But their actions show another. Like, they'll be treating me so good, but then still lie.
Yeah, man. Word's bond.
Yeah, word's bond, man.
It's crazy.
Word's bond.
Because he could treat that same girl the same. He could treat a different girl the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But he may not love her like that.
May not love her. That's what I'm saying, man. If he says I love you, man, he means it. But if he goes with, you know, the fucking other girl, man, you know, he still loves you. He just in PE class right now, man.
Now we're not advocating.
We're not advocating for it. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but now we're not advocating for that activity.
Yeah,
but we do understand.
Yeah, we understand how this. Yeah, but it's so different though. Like, we cannot operate in a society that is equal.
No.
Equality doesn't exist. It does not exist in gender, even race for that matter. It can never fully be equal.
Yeah, and and when a woman looks at you as her equal, that's a red flag in itself because she'll never respect you
Time
as a
is
leader.
ticking, bro.
Yeah, man,
Time
she'll
is
never
ticking,
respect you
bro.
as a leader, though.
My mom, bro. And like with equality, like you can't treat someone that you see less than the same way as you see someone that is better than you, honestly. And all girls want someone that is better than them.
Yep.
They don't want someone that is equal. They want someone that is better than them in every regard. Status, economically, financially, mentally, emotionally, hopefully. You don't want no crash out here. I hope not. Now, a lot of girls are dating crash outs, but I think they're cooked already.
And then they creating a broken home with the crash out.
Yeah, man. It's insane.
Can't make that up, man.
Yeah, you really can't. But men and women are different. Yeah. At the end of the day, right? And we need to stop acting like, oh, because you did that, I'm gonna go do it too. Like, girl, he cheated on you.
Well, that's how women lose was when they try to get even. Mm-hmm. You as a woman will never win if you try to get even.
See, the way I see that is like two wrongs don't make it right.
Well, here's the thing,
Basic thing.
Here's the thing, though. Trying to get even with a man, you're destroying yourself more than you're getting back at that man.
Yeah.
Because, like, let's say, like, I got cheated on, and then I go and do the same thing and cheat on him. I'm still going to be hurt. I'm still going to be heartbroken that he cheated on me. I'm not going to be feeling any better. Yeah, I got some different dick, but that's about it.
Yeah, like girls will literally devalue themselves when that happens. Like, you think you're getting back at them? No, you're hurting yourself even more.
Exactly.
If you want to get back at them,
you stay.
Do better.
You stay right.
Exactly.
You stay
That's
right
how you
where,
beat the man.
Yeah.
You stay right where you are. And you don't look for no man except God at this point.
Oh yeah, I know.
You're gonna need him. Other than
As
anything.
a girl, you got to show the guy that, like, hey, I'm doing good, like, better without you. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Here's the next.
They end up doing worse. They end up drinking alcohol and punching the air. I was like, dang, man.
You know, man, I got a funny question for you.
Gotta be happy he cheated.
Would you date the male version of yourself?
Probably not, because, I mean, I can barely get along with myself. Like, I feel like there would be arguments left and right.
Parker, would you date a female version of yourself?
No, because I'd be ready. Because I'd be, I'd be kind of. Let me be careful how I say this. Girls are watching. Girls that I talk to watch this, right? Like I be pimping out here. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it's just me keeping my options open, right? You know, like one hoe is too close to none. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like keeping options open are pretty valid, though. But, like, once you hit that talking stage, I consider that, like, a pending relationship.
Pending.
Yeah, pending.
You know what I'm saying? The transaction ain't completed yet. You got to keep going, brother.
Exactly. You got to process.
You got to pimp like you holeless out here. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this, though. Me personally, I would never date a girl who's like me.
Oh, no.
Can I explain why?
Why?
Because I'd be dating the exact girl that I'd be complaining about.
100%. You want the complete opposite.
Exactly. I don't want to date another me.
Yeah, no, opposites attract. I mean, it's a given fact. So,
Because
you want someone nice, quiet, soft.
Because if I date a woman who's like me, I'm dating another dude at that point.
I mean, I need someone to, like, calm me down when I'm, like, about to, like, crash out.
AKA, translation, when I'm about to be a bitch.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
let's just call it what it is.
Well, I mean, I think at the end of the day, all girls are bitches because they do think, because, like, that's why I don't complain whenever they be who they truly are. A bitch.
Yeah.
girls are going to, like, I trust her to do some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Every time. Because she's going to do it. It's just about how much you are willing to allow.
Yeah, don't let alcohol come into the play because let me tell you something about alcohol. It doesn't change who you are. It only changes your morals.
Mm-hmm. And it really exposes you.
Exactly. It really exposes you. Man, speaking of exposement, why do you think girls want to get married so quickly?
Why?
Can I tell? Okay, well, let me tell you why. It's because after a certain amount of time, the real them gets exposed. Well, like the real them finally starts to come out, and they know that you might not like the real them. Because let me tell you something about women: they're built to deceive.
100%.
Think about it: makeup, weave, eyelashes,
butt, titties,
BBL,
lips,
boob job, stuff that men would never get away with. I think the only thing that men could get away with that's fake is probably veneers, maybe.
Or maybe even a hair transplant.
Maybe.
That's
maybe.
But guys can't even wear wigs. Like you have to get the whole transplant.
Exactly. You have to get the whole transplant.
I mean, you can get a toupee. Just kind of like glue it down.
Yeah, but that's not hot in the streets anymore.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Is that you would rather want a transplant? I promise.
Yeah, like you might as well just go ahead and fix it yourself. Like,
honestly,
you know what I'm saying? LeBron could have gotten the wig. Nah, he got his hairline fixed. But
shout LeBron.
Shout LeBron, man. But that's real. That's what he said though, because I think girls, you know, if they're single long enough and they're not bagging, if they're not able to get a man at a certain age, then it's going to start exposing them.
Exactly.
They're going to be exposed to who they are.
No, I feel like girls that get stuff done, like all the stuff that y'all listed, it's more or less they feel insecure about themselves. And they can't change it themselves, so they have to get something cosmetically done to change it for them. That's really sad because, like, me personally, I'll never do any of that crap.
It actually makes you uglier.
Yeah.
And all that crap. Like Kylie Jenner, all these huge stars, they were great when before all that surgery happened.
Oh, yeah.
And it's messed up their faces and all that, and I think they're regretting it now.
Natural beauty is no longer a thing in this generation.
No.
Yeah, it's insane. The fact that you have to kind of change your body up in order to be accepted by a certain group of people is kind of sad. So, I mean, just stay true to yourself. Be amazing.
Real question, man. Why do you think they're doing it?
I don't know why.
Well, I don't even know if it's for themselves, to be honest.
It can't be.
It can't be for themselves.
Definitely lacking attention from the male.
Honestly. Man, that's a woman's currency.
That's all it is, attention.
Freaking attention is a woman's currency.
Attention is everyone's currency. I think it's the number one currency, actually.
Yeah, but you got to think about it like this, though.
What?
I mean, but you got to think about it like this, though. It's like they, like, live, breathe. They, like, eat, sleep, attention, repeat.
Yeah,
to be honest.
But for us guys, you know, we want respect.
Yeah,
and one of the biggest ways that you get respect is by gaining attention. Like, why do you think, you know, we get fly? Why do you think we wear nice clothes, get the nice car, get the big house, get the you know, the big job and all that stuff? Is to get attention from the opposite sex, and with that attention, you know, people are going to look at you a certain way and kind of give you that respect because
they know that you're doing something correct.
Yeah, and perceived value is a big thing too. Like, without that perceived value as a guy, girls aren't going to look at you the same way as if you did have it. Like, for example, I'm sure all y'all guys out there have been witness this, but we've all given more effort to one girl, and that we've all given less effort to another girl, but gotten the same result. So what I mean by that is maybe one girl perceived you as a lot more valuable than this other girl did.
Yeah.
And you probably had to do more to get that other girl, and you had to put less effort to get the other girl for the same result.
Yep.
Like maybe for one girl, she liked you, and then she's sending you pictures and all that stuff. She asked you to come over on the same night, to where this other girl's like, oh, you got to take me out on 5 dates first. You know what I'm saying? That's like, bullshit.
So I feel like a lot of people look for more materialistic things, which is not the way to go. Like me personally, I do not do that.
I think when you're younger, you look at it, you tend to look at that stuff first, like height, the looks, the outer layer of appearances first before you look at what's in them, if they can provide or not. That's when you get older. Usually.
Oh yeah,
because girls want to have fun at the end of the day. That's a fact. If you can provide them with fun, you got it. You got it for sure.
No, if you get control of their mind, then you got it for sure.
Oh yeah, take them on an emotional roller coaster. You can't make them feel happy all the time. You gotta, poke at them a little bit.
You really receive more by doing less nowadays.
That's facts too. Doing more for a girl will leave you in the dirt. Like if you give her the world, she's gonna want space. What'd you say?
Man, and once you get, and if you give her the solar system, she's gonna want the moon.
Yeah, 100%.
Because
want it all.
Yeah, because it's like you said earlier, man. You can't make him happy, man. And don't do it your way, because you definitely won't make him happy then.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It's like it's like they can only be happy when something is done their way, but they still want us to be leaders.
Yeah, 100%.
What? Like, it makes no damn sense if you ask me. Yeah. Like, you can't be asking me for leadership, and then when I display leadership, you just like acting up because, like, bro, like, I'm not gonna try to lead you for much longer if you're doing that. I mean,
yeah, a leader can only lead someone when that person wants to be led. At the end of the day, it's not up to the leader.
I feel like a lot of the problem though is like all these girls are out here getting their hearts broken by some like D1 crash out, okay, and all of a sudden like they're making independent women because like the girls are realizing their worth, and they're not going to want a guy to like provide for them as much or anything.
You do realize when they realize their worth is way too late, right?
Oh yeah,
they have to learn their self-worth the hard way. And do you know why that is most of the time?
Why?
They ain't got no dad in the home. And when they ain't got that dad in the home, man, they don't really know what self-love is, because I believe that's what a father teaches a little girl, that self-love. And whenever that father is absent, or he's not around, or he's, you know, not with us anymore, usually she has to learn it in promiscuous ways.
Yeah. She's going to have to go a pound down a few times.
Exactly. She has to learn it the hard way, basically, and say, like, hey, man, I'm worth this. Like, I shouldn't be, you know, just giving my value to just anybody.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Guys go after the girls without no dad. Because they ain't got no guidance. It's like, don't worry, baby. I'll show you some guidance, all right? Yeah.
Well, that's another thing with girls that, like, with absent dads, like, your dad should be showing you what you want in a man.
Yeah.
So, like, girls come out here having no idea what they want. And I can vouch for that. I had no idea.
Yeah, and when they don't have that man in their life, they don't even know what a man is. So they just going with something that they can try to build up. And really these girls grow up to be narcissistic, in my opinion, because as well as delusional, because let me explain why. They think that they have the power in either or their pussy and their spirit to think that they can listen.
Sounds ridiculous.
Listen. They think that they have the power in their pussy and or spirit to think that they can take a man who's a dog and try to make him into a teddy bear. And that's just stupid as hell. Like, you're never going to be able to do that. I don't give a damn what woman you are. And if you can do that, you're going to leave that man because you won't really respect him. Just for the fact that he had built himself.
That's why I say, man, don't trust people. Trust the game, bro. The game is absolute. You know what I'm saying?
Words bond,
man. You can't change him. If anything, you try to change him, he gonna change you.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're gonna be screwed. Fucked up in there. And then
like, you can't change him, man.
Heck no. You better take him for who he is and accept it.
Man, exactly.
I learned that the hard way too. You cannot change anyone.
That's why you gotta do your homework on that, man. I don't give a damn. A man can only manipulate you as like, he can only manipulate you so much if you don't know what you're getting yourself into. That's why I always tell girls, do that homework. Because let me tell you something, man. If you do that homework, man, you still choose that man, you really have no right to be disappointed.
No, talk about you for a second. Have you ever had a man that you didn't want try to convince you to want him? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Like, has there ever been a man that tried to get you that you didn't want?
Definitely not, because I don't know. I have very high standards, and so like if I know that I just don't want them, or like they've already like given me some red flags, like just by like talking like as friends, then I'm not gonna even like bother to like let them have an attempt.
Like, no man's ever shot their shot and you didn't want them.
I mean, they've definitely shot their shot, but I rejected
Has
it.
any man had to? So, has there ever been a man that had to put more effort into getting you versus another man?
Yeah.
And has there ever been a man that didn't have to do anything at all to win you over?
No, because I feel like everyone should put effort in, at least, you know. Like, okay, let's say it's a new person. Like, I'm automatically going to have that trust there. I'm going to be expecting to see effort, especially during the talking stage. But
okay.
I don't know. It just kind of depends.
So you mean so you never been like head over heels in love with somebody?
Oh yeah.
And you never wanted to, like, have you ever wanted to just do everything for that man?
I have.
In that situation, did you like him more than he liked you?
I feel like it was very equal from all realms, but I think I was definitely love blind with him for the simple fact, like, I never noticed anything wrong. I never noticed any red flags.
So he was delusional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got news for you. It's never equal.
To pretend the problem does not exist.
What did we just talk about, man? It's never equal with anything.
To pretend the problem does not exist does not make you strong. It only
here's
makes
the
you
thing.
delusional.
I never, like, saw the problem. Like, he never, like, I don't know. He wasn't displaying it. He was hiding it very well.
Well, that's what people usually do in relationships. They really they hide who they truly are.
Yeah, that's facts. And what was I was getting to that is like I said, nothing's equal. I'm gonna keep saying that. Nothing was equal, and I guarantee that whenever in that relationship, there always has to be a adorer and the adored, right? So there's always one person giving more love to the other.
Oh yeah,
I think the woman should always be the adorer.
Women should always be the adorer.
They're the ones who get bored easier. They're the ones who have more of a selection. Like I said, literally just seconds ago, they get bored easier. So they're the ones who are the most selective.
Yeah.
And when they pick someone, they should be the ones who are adoring that person. And usually, whenever the woman's the adorer, the relationship lasts way longer.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And I always talk about stuff like desire and things like that. Like whenever I'm on this Instagram reels and stuff like that, or on TikTok, and you see a baddie or something like that pop up out of nowhere, well, you didn't build that FYP brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? They just pop up, right? You may see a baddie, you know what I'm saying? And of course they got an OF link. But, it don't change the fact that like guys will be in the comment section like, oh, what's her at? What's this and that? You never go on a guy's Instagram reel and be like, hey, yo, what's his that? I was like, oh my goodness, he's so good looking, all that stuff like that, blah, blah. And it's giving these girls that sense of, it's giving girls power in a sense. And I always say that power is based on desire. The foundation of power is desire. Who desires the other person more? And usually guys are getting this game, they're getting the game messed up whenever they want the girl more than the girl wants them. Because I promise you, life as a man is so easy, especially with women, whenever the girl wants you more than you want them.
Yep.
It goes so smoothly. You literally get anything you want. You know what I'm saying? Pimpology, man.
The hoops, man. There's a whole lot less hoops.
Fresh meals, clean house.
Oh yeah, and all the problems that you'll hear us talk about and stuff like that on the podcast, or you'll hear guys complain about and stuff like that. It's literally because that they're dealing with a girl that didn't want them to begin with. They had to work and jump through hoops to win that girl over in the first place. When in reality, we as guys, especially, I'll speak for myself in a sense. I don't want what I can't have. I've learned that, and I don't want a girl that catches my eye in a sense. I want to walk into a building and that girl looks at me before I even look at her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to give no girl the world. I don't want to give no girl the world. I want her to give me the world, because when she gives me the world, she's gonna get it back. Yeah, tenfold. Exactly. That's how it goes. Yeah, guys are so quick to give girl everything when it should be them giving the guys everything. Because
everything goes way smoother whenever you ain't got to jump through hoops to even approach her in the first place.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Which a lot of girls, they tend to do is that they make the guy who they really didn't want in the first place, they make them jump through hoops, like really like go through like challenges. Like when the guy that they really want, they ain't got them challenges.
Yeah, and we've all, and us guys, we've been there before, to where we've tried to get the girl to hang out with us and stuff like that. Oh, I got school tomorrow. Listen, I'm hanging out with my friends right now. Maybe another time, or I can't. You can't come over. My best friend is here.
If your celebrity crush DM'd you right now, man, would you stop everything that you were doing to hang out with him?
Oh yeah, I'm sprinting.
My point exactly.
Point exactly. And what I'm saying is that, like, hey man, if you are texting a girl to hang out and stuff, and she's giving you some excuse like, you're like an hour away, or I got school tomorrow, I got class tomorrow. I got news for you, man. You just ain't that guy, man. You ain't the one guy. And I promise you, if you're that guy, she's gonna skip class. She's gonna drive an hour away. She's gonna drive to your place at 2:00 in the morning. She's gonna leave with you at the bar and stuff like that. She's gonna leave her friend group for that day to hang out with you and stuff. She's gonna make an effort.
I feel like that
And
definitely
make
goes
time for what
both.
they want.
I feel like that definitely goes both ways though, because like
Well, we're the ones who always have to plan it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I plan. I don't think a guy's ever planned a date or anything. I've always
And
planned.
looks like they stuck around. That's our point.
That's our point.
Yeah, but it's the simple fact of like, okay, let's say I do tell someone like, hey, I am busy. Like I do have school tomorrow, whatever. And I say, well, you can come over here. Like I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but you can come over here. Like try and like reverse it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't want to. Like that looks, like I should be doing all the work. I feel like there should be even work put in.
Yeah. That's not good. Yeah, there's no such thing. I promise.
Yeah, I'm not sure. If you told, if I got that same text message, I'm quick to go over there. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey man, like you can't. Hey, I'm tired, blah blah blah, but you can still, you can come over here though.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to come over here, but she was tired and she want to go there, I said, shoot, okay, I'll come over there right now. You know what I mean? Get same result either way, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I think that the power shift is completely just jacked up now, and I think guys, well, that brings me to a whole nother topic that I've noticed too. A lot of guys are giving up. They're going their own way, and they don't want to talk to girls. They don't even bother.
They don't want a relationship.
They don't want no relationship. They just want to,
Yeah, and I wonder why.
And I wonder why, because there's no benefit to being in a relationship in today's society. Yep. It's almost a losing battle.
As a man, yes, 1,000%.
As a man, it is, and they realize that they get more out of the girl when they just use them as, something to fuck.
And
situation.
And it sucks as much as that.
Sounds.
As much as that sucks to say, it's the truth. To be honest,
guys want to just get their rocks off and do all these things. Guys are turning into assholes and all that crap because they realize that's how they get the girls to sleep with them and all that. They are not necessarily looking for a relationship. They just they probably just want some female company. I'm sure guys want relationships and all that stuff. We all do. But they realize that, guys are smartening it up. They realize that relationship it's not good to get in a relationship. It's just not a good deal. When you look at all the pros and cons, and you realize that none of that's in your favor, and then it's not going to work.
I know it's like, as you're saying this, like, I guess as more guys like notice that and they do like smarten up, that's when hookup culture becomes so much bigger than it already is.
But you gotta realize this though. But you gotta realize this though. Who really controls hookup culture?
I don't partake in it, so I can't really.
But as a general sense, though,
women do it.
As a general sense, though, it's women who control hookup culture.
I don't know, because who's like texting them like, "Hey, you want to come over?"
He's making the decision to allow them to be entered in. Literally entered in. He's making that decision.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if you know it's the obvious or not, but you control who gets to have sex with you. You know
exactly. And even here's an even bigger statement. The reason why a lot of guys are assholes is because they know like that's who women pick. Because women pick who gets replicated. Yeah. And if it's the assholes who are becoming the fathers, why wouldn't the guy be an asshole?
100%. And that's what pissed me off too. All these moms, and especially single moms that have boys and stuff like that, they will raise their kid up to be the complete opposite of their father. Mm-hmm. When in reality, like you're telling me to, like as a kid, like you could look at a mom and be like, hey mom, you raised me to be like this, but this is what girls are going after. They're not going after guys that you raised me to be like. They're going after guys that are freaking thugs, freaking bad boys, guys that aren't afraid to treat a girl a certain way and stuff like that. And these girls, and in reality, girls should want that, but they do. And it's insane to think about. And it takes a whole lot of, heartbreak, a whole lot of rejection and all that stuff to kind of change up your approach as a man. And, it comes to a point where your whole personality changes, your emotions shut down, I mean, your whole personality changes.
Yeah, and you have to think about this as well. Here's another reason why a lot of guys are turning into future, you must say, because a lot of them has been gaslighted by women. They've been gaslighted by women in regards to how a man should treat a woman. Like no man is telling them the bullshit that women are telling them. And most of the time it's like moms. So they're not even prepping them for a 16-year-old girl, 18-year-old girl, 20-year-old girl. No, they're prepping them for a 40-year-old woman.
100%, yeah.
Because they're telling them stuff that maybe a 4-year-old woman would like, but they're not thinking about what they liked whenever they was 18 years old, which was the complete opposite.
Yeah, I got news for you. Guys universally all around want a young woman.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want no 40-year-old woman. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Yeah.
Unless you Kim Kardashian. And most guys don't even want that.
I've noticed a lot of like younger guys going after older women though recently.
For sex, yes.
For sex.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Me.
For sex.
When we're talking about sex, we don't care what your body count is. We don't care where you come from. If you look good, it's gonna happen. When it comes to relationship, you're in a whole different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I want y'all girls to know the difference between a guy that just wants to hook up with you and a guy that actually wants to commit to you. Because you're going to get a totally different man when those two different things happen.
Yes, sexual attention is not always relationship intention.
Mm-hmm.
Just because a guy has sex with you doesn't mean he wants to commit to you.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't mean he wants you to meet grandma.
I hope y'all girls know that by now.
Doesn't mean he wants you to meet grandma.
We've definitely figured it out the hard way.
If you don't listen to anything that I say, listen to this. All right, just because a man has sex with you doesn't mean he wants to be in a relationship with you.
Yep.
Guys have sex with girls that they hate.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Mm-hmm. They do it all the time.
I'm also gonna say this. I'm pretty convinced, if I'm right, oh no, y'all can like fact check this or
all right.
tell me from y'all's own experience.
Uh-huh.
Guys only fall in love like one time. Is that true? Like truly fall in love.
I've fallen in love twice.
It's very
It's very rare.
Because I believe that men love way more authentically than women do.
100%.
You guys love. Like you guys love the process of love. Like, like going out on dates, getting flowers, having his hand put on your thigh.
You want the fairy tale.
Exactly, having his hand put on your thigh.
When
we fall in love, it's not exactly a happy experience.
It's hell.
Exactly. Because man, we're like, damn it, man, she got me, man. All right, that's what we're thinking right now, and we're thinking
it's a battle, for real.
All right. Love for y'all is more so of a feeling. Love for us is a responsibility.
Yeah.
Because because we're telling ourselves in our head that, hey, man, we would die for this woman right here. All right, we would protect her with everything that we have inside of us. So really, it's more so of another duty for us. While love is more so of a feeling for you guys. This is why men are the ones who are the more romantic ones, man. Man, we're the ones taking you out on dates. All you guys doing is just getting ready, like how you usually do already, boyfriend or not. Like that's all they have to do is just get ready.
Never in my life seen a girl put a pack of rose petals to the bed with heart-shaped chocolates and shit like that. It's always the man lining up the candles, doing all types of shit for the girl.
Well, I think a lot of girls' TikToks, man, they only post about what a man should do for them or stuff that's like romantic, but they're not the ones doing it. No, but they're the ones who are wanting it. Yeah, because they're not because they love.
It's never about what the man wants, huh?
Exactly.
I feel like I show affection by like gift giving. That's a big thing for me.
Well, get me a fucking card, bitch.
I'll make you a boo basket.
Here's one thing. Here's one thing I realized as well.
A boo basket.
What the fuck is that?
Like a Halloween basket.
Here's one thing as well. Well, we don't just love more authentically. We also love way more unconditionally than you guys do. Because think about it like this: it's like you can't really love us until we prove who we are. But we can love you without even knowing anything about you. Yeah. So our love is more so initial, while yours is conditional.
Man, and one thing that it comes down to one word, because guys are giving up. They're realizing that it's a losing battle to commit to chicks and all that stuff. But if you want a man to become a real man, then it comes down to one word, and that's ownership. Mm-hmm. Guys don't feel like they are the leaders of their homes, the leaders of in that relationship. They don't feel like they own things. When you own something, you treat it differently than if you're just renting it or something like that.
Yep.
When you're taking a girl seriously, you tend to treat her differently than you just treat just hooking up with her.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So most guys don't have that sense of ownership, and these girls, you know, they're not looking at the girl and feeling like that her life is in their hands. No. They're feeling like she's still her own girl. They're feeling like it doesn't feel like one in that relationship. It feels like it's still two totally different people, and the guy isn't feeling any ownership. He wants to feel like a leader. He wants to feel like a hero at the end of the day. And if a guy's coming to you telling you like, hey, like, you know, I'm ready to, you know, take care of you and all these things, and you still want to go out here and kind of do things your own way and not rely on your man in a sense. Not saying you got to be completely reliant on him, but let him know like, hey, like, I'm willing to, you know, follow you. Then it's just never gonna work. You're married, Dad.
Dang, that's crazy. I'll be okay.
All right, cool. But yeah, man, that's pretty much. I mean, it gets deep, man. That's all I gotta say. It gets pretty deep. But,
yeah.
What else you got? You got any other thoughts or any other questions about what we just talked about? Because I mean, I know we just put a lot on you.
Oh yeah, I know. A million things going through my head right now. Well, let's see. Well, for the simple fact of like, I see like where, yeah, guys want to like be responsible and take care of us and everything.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, I feel like girls can definitely still be in a good, committed relationship and still feel like independent in a sense. Like, yeah, we still need you, but like at the same time, we don't want to be a stay-at-home housewife.
Well, I mean, being a stay-at-home housewife is very rare in today's society, especially with how the economically things are. You know, it's pretty expensive, and with the average home, it's kind of hard to rely on one income for that home. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, you know, the economic, it's all just a big plan in a sense. Back in the day, a man could provide for the home with a regular job. It's easy, real easy, right? Now, the way that society has gotten, it's forced women and men to be workers. Why? Because you can tax both people, which makes more money for the country. All right? I mean, it's all a huge game. And then, you know, girls becoming CEOs and all that crap. I mean, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother topic.
Would you be with a woman that makes more than you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You would let her take care of you?
But don't get it twisted. Who the boss is? But don't get twisted. Who the boss is? Like, I don't care if she's paying for the meal. I don't care if she makes more money than me. I'm the boss. Yeah, you can make more. I'll date a girl who maybe makes more money than me all day, but don't get twisted. Who, like, what role? But don't get it twisted. Like, you know, the role. You know what I'm saying? We put too much value on the money, and we need to like understand like, hey, you have a role and I have a role. We are a team here, and if you play outside of your role, if you act out of character, this whole thing's going to fall apart. Like a football team, if one person doesn't do their job, the other team is scoring. Like how Alabama just is up by 20 and Georgia is freaking losing, and I'm freaking about to go crazy.
I'm about to freak the fuck out right now because this is bullshit right now.
Yeah, well, it was a good run. Yeah. But I think, I mean, at the end of the day, like if a girl is gonna, you know, get with me and she's making all this money, don't put too much value on the money, because don't get it twisted. I'm still the boss. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not putting value on the money at all. The role is important.
I feel like that's another thing. Like going into a relationship, you have to try and find like a goal, like that you can share between you and that person. Yeah. Like you have to have common goals and you have to have them set. And like if one person doesn't commit to it, then what's the point?
Yeah, like I said, you just need to be, you know, that's what. So going back to being a team, you know what I'm saying, working together for a common goal. You know what I mean? You don't want you to be doing things towards nothing, because at the end of the day, it's just going to lead to
think about what works, man. I mean, most relationships, they don't work with the woman as the leader. I mean, women try to be the leader, and that's where they have it fucked up. They're trying to play the wrong role. They shouldn't be trying. They shouldn't be trying to play a leader. They should be trying to play the influencer.
Yeah, women are not built to be leaders. They're not built for that role, for masculine problem, none of that stuff. Because I mean, you see how it's been working for girls nowadays. They're fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And they work better. I mean, they're built. I mean, as bad as it sounds, they're built to be followers. But if they truly were to embrace that role, they'll end up being more happier than they were to be a leader. Because at the end of the day, I do believe that, like, hey, girls want a winner more than they want to win themselves.
Yep.
They want to marry a doctor than trying to become a doctor themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And girls that understand this, they are a lot happier because, what was I going to say? Like, girls, you know how they wait at the finish line and they fuck the winners, blah, 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 blah. It applies every single day. Guys that are at the top, guys that are doing their thing, completing the race, they're getting all the girls. And if any guy isn't on their purpose, if they're not doing that race, they're going to get left behind. Because obviously you heard nice guys finish last. I believe that they don't finish the race. And if they finish the race, there ain't going to be much of the choices of women that they want. Because the best one's going to be gone.
That's facts.